YouTube. I'm here with my friend Francisco, the sharpener. Takes care of all my stuff for me, and we're gonna learn a little bit today about how to take care of your clippers, how to sharpen your clippers, how to keep your shears sharp, how to select a shear, and he brings a lot of information. How long you been doing this for?
15 years.
15 years of information.
Oh, that's a permanent paper, or either the neck paper, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, you can use that too. Okay. It has to be wet all the time.
Okay, cool.
You cannot use it dry. Or you see the difference between what you see there and what you see here? The paper has to be wet. You see?
Yeah.
You need to sharpen in the tip. You see what happened when you see, like, you have to feel it. It's kind of at the tip. You feel something like a pull.
Okay.
And your scissor is not pull. It's double the paper. You see?
Wow. Yeah.
So you need to sharpen that. Don't dry. Don't use water. Dry it and you test it like that. You see, if all the tip is cotton. That's the way that you know the clean shear is working. Well, the scissor has two pieces, and each piece is not straight. No scissor is straight. All the scissor is like this, like a curve. This one have a curve like that and a curve like that inside. You can see the scissor inside here is like this. And if you see your scissor like this, looking a little line is around here, they call right line. That line is very important, because if you give your scissor to anybody to sharpen and they don't know how to sharpen a shear and they don't use the properly tool for that, they're gonna damage your scissor forever, because that line is very important. If they run that line with something like the machine and they do too much, they wash the shear inside, never cut. No, doesn't matter, throw it away, it doesn't work.
It never will come back.
It never come back, yeah. That's why we use stone from the inside by hand. Make sure we take all the nick out, and then we use the machine.
Finer grit.
Fine, yeah. You cannot do this. Don't do it, because the scissor is two pieces, you see? And you can see how it's moved, right? And what happens is when you drop it like that, it's gonna make a neck and the scissor and the line over here. And that's happened when you cut it, you're gonna feel like a crunch, like, you know, like you feel something in your scissor. And after that nick, it's going to bend the hair, or it's going to pull the hair. But in the old time, big schools, from my mother, I learned to save for you guys, save for your customer, and you're going to look like a Wyatt or somebody else from the West. You save that way. You never pinch yourself. You never cut the customer, and you have the two hands and fingers. You can use it for the cones and everything. You got it?
Yes. So what he's saying is, when you palm the shear, he's saying rather than palm the shear the way we teach most people, you know, we cut and then we're palming and then we're using our comb like this. He's saying to turn them around this way so that we can use our fingers this way. This is just another technique for palming the shears, and then you can pull it back up, cut, do what you got to do, flip it around this way, and continue cutting. But you know, even if whatever you're gonna do, you wanna make sure you have them adjusted the correct way too, because sometimes if you spin them around, they could open on you.
Open on yourself, yeah.
And you don't want that to open on yourself, so when you spin them around, you know, it's the same thing, just tip them upside down. So basically what we were doing, cut, you could flip it this way, do what you gotta do, come back, cut.
Other things too, when you cut the hair, most of the time it's wet. When you're done with the customer, use a rag or something and clean it up, because it's stainless steel. But either it's a stainless steel, if you leave the water in there, it's going to make a damage in the steel. Also, the best metal in the scissor is a 440C. That's the best metal I can recommend it to you guys. To buy your scissor, you make sure it's 440C. Most of the scissors say metal from Japan. Sometimes it's not. It's just they put it in there to sell the scissors. When it's not 440C, the sooner you do 2 haircut, doesn't matter if you don't drop it or whatever, the edge is going to go away. Okay, this is the convex.
That's convex.
And this is the velvet. The convex is more difficult because you have to know how to sharpen, and you have to have the machine properly for that.
Tell us a little bit about these machines, and like I see this other one you got is gigantic.
Yeah, well, this
over here. So you got one smaller machine, you got one larger machine. That machine.
Yeah, that one is for the clipper blade.
Okay.
And that one is, and this one is for scissors. You can sharp the nippers here. You can sharp knife, but to sharp knife is another machine that I have as well. But you can sharpen knife here. It's very dangerous because if you pass the middle line here, whatever you pass that line, that point over there is going to turn over to you.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter what you got there. If you point it over here, the scissor is going to come out of the arm, and it's going to do like this, poop, against you.
Have you ever hurt yourself doing this?
No, because my teacher, he mentioned to me each class for sharpening. He said, you don't want to get hurt. I mean, the sooner I see you do that, I'm going to be away. It's going to be against you. I mean, it's nothing happened to me.
It's not going to be me. So these machines are pretty expensive?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's kind of, right now, I don't know the price, but when I buy, it's cost me $6,000.
Wow.
I don't know how much is that now.
Scale.
In the scale, this one is going to be more heavy. This is titanium. Titanium is more lighted, and it's better all the time. Yeah.
So harder metal. So will it hold an edge longer, the titanium?
No, it's not. The edge is dependent how do you trust the scissors. If you don't care and you drop it and you put it in the drawer and you put it in this and there, your scissor is going to be damaged.
Okay, let me ask you this: how do you select a shear?
Right.
With the hand size and all that. So like, if you can
For us,
get Navy and show her a shear that would be good for her size.
Right. You pick up the scissor, or you on the table with a bunch of scissors, different size, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, whatever. But you open your hand like that, and you have to go like from here to here. It doesn't pass this finger. If the scissor pass the finger, it's too big for you. If the scissor is like right here, it's too small. So her, let me see it again. See, that's a properly scissor for her.
And
So that's what you
would be a
do.
good one for someone who is beginning.
Yeah, because she have a control on that scissor. If she, for example, I'm gonna give you a sample.
I like the ones with 3 holes.
Let's say this scissor.
For just starting.
Open the finger. You see it's past almost an inch down here. See? Now, do you feel you got a control in there, or it's too big for you?
It's so big, so heavy.
It's so heavy. You see the difference? Now, if she gonna do a barber cut and she need a bigger scissor, then she have to use it for one customer, whatever. But this is the side for her. We're gonna start it and see this one is too big. It's past like half inch. Now, that's your scissor.
How's it feel?
Nice.
Yeah.
You have to feel comfortable with the scissor.
No, no lo he cogido ahora, porque la quiero coger las dos, pero no se va
You guys look so happy.
Is this all the guys stuff?
Okay, Francisco, we learned a lot. I really appreciate you coming and sharing the knowledge with us and taking the time out of your day to come down here and do it, and sharpening like 17 of my clipper blades and 2 clippers. So again, man,
All right, man.
always appreciate
Nice
you,
to
buddy.
see you again. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you,
Right.
man. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. All the love, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. You guys have been great. It's been outstanding. And I hope this video helps. I hope it helps you pick the right equipment. I hope it helps you save money and know when you need to sharpen and when you can get away with not doing it. And I hope it helps you navigate through some of the uncertainty, whether you're an expert or you're just beginning. I know some of this can be a little overwhelming, so I hope you got something out of it. And I'll be putting up another video soon, man. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And until then, I'll see you in my next video.